Hello, good afternoon, Facebook. I am here. My name is Erin Hewitt with Des Moines Parent, and I am here with Colleen with the Des Moines Book Festival today. And if you have not heard yet, the Des Moines Book Festival is going on. It is back for 2021, and it's being done a little bit differently. So, Colleen, tell us a little bit about, just give us a little background what the Des Moines Book Festival is.
Sure. The event started in 2019, and that was our inaugural year here at Capitol Square. And it was a mix of uh, different interactive activities, different vendors that are merchants or authors, workshops that are hands-on and really let people celebrate that continued learning, and then some really amazing headlining authors. Our first year, we had Nnedi Okorafor, who wrote Black Panther for Marvel, and then we had Garth Stein, and we had Susan Orlean. And so it was really a one-day celebration of reading. It was a day event for anyone that loves to read. And then we were all queued up in 2020. The festival is traditionally the last Saturday in March. So we got to go through that process of learning about COVID and its effects, and then ultimately canceling the 2020 festival.
Yeah.
So we're glad to be back in a new format this year, very different than what we experienced in 2019, but it's a start to get our community back to events.
Yeah. So tell me, previously it was a one-day event, you did everything in a day. And so now it's several Saturdays through March and April. Tell me a little bit about how it's set up, and like if, in person, and it's a hybrid, so in person, virtual, how does that all work?
Sure. So we separated it over 4 weeks this year so that we could keep everything socially distanced and we didn't have a lot of interactive traffic. We also offer every single workshop either as an online or a in-person choice. So we have different workshops every weekend, different writers workshops, hands-on workshops. And so you register in advance and you either secure a place in person here at Capitol Square or online. We do have a selection, like our headlining authors are all virtual. Some of ours that would be traveling would not be traveling this year. And so those are a virtual only option. But even if you're only participating online, you can still always pop down and see some of the things that we have down here. The giant books, we have our merchandise down here with the book arch. Beaverdale Books is doing a pop-up sale, so you can purchase books from Beaverdale Books right here at the Book Festival office, which is located inside Capitol Square on the first floor.
Oh, very cool. And so when you say, so is each weekend they have different workshops and events? So like no Saturday is the same as like the previous Saturday. So you could schedule something like every single Saturday and be doing something different.
Correct. Yep. Each week. So we took the 20 different programs that we had slated for one day that would be kind of overlapping and in different places. And we just spread them out over 4 weeks so that we still had a chance to really do everything. And then in between here, when we're on site, in between sessions, if there's a group in the classroom, then the room gets disinfected in between and people are wearing masks and hand sanitizer, all those great things that that come with it. So it gives us some time in between each one so that we can do that.
I kind of like that because I remember in 2019, there were like several things that I wanted to see or do, but they were like, some of them were at the same time. And so you're like, oh, you have to pick and choose. But this way you kind of can do all of the things that you wanted to do if you plan it right.
Absolutely. You can do all of them. There's no way that you have to choose and miss something. You can do all of them.
Right. So what specifically like workshops or events are happening for that would be towards kids and families?
Sure. So not this Saturday, but the next two, April 10th and April 17th, we have a kids kit distribution event. And so you can pick from one of, there's 5 different kits available and you pre-register for those and you pick which date and time that you want to come. And we'll have volunteers outside. You will just drive up on 5th Street outside of Capitol Square and tell the volunteers your name, and then we'll give you your kit. And so there's a Peep Cat, there's Captain Underpants, there's a Harry Potter, a Pinkalicious, and Pig the Pug. And each kit is a little bit different, and all of them really have some workshops, but then other ones have some fun things in them too. Like the Pinkalicious has a a crayon that you change the crayon head almost like a pen, and it's all glittery, and it has a crown that you can make a pink crown. Pete the Cat comes with some sunglasses. Harry Potter has a wand that you can paint and make your own wand. Pig the Pug has some great stickers for those sticker collectors, and the Captain Underpants actually comes with a fabric cape that says "Reading is my superpower," and it's got a Velcro tie.
Oh,
And so
cool.
it's a really nice Captain Underpants cape. So very cool for those Captain Underpants fans.
Yeah. And so does that cost anything, or how do parents do they register for that and they just go to the website, or how does that work?
Yep, thanks to our sponsors, specifically Bankers Trust, they made over 500 kits available. So you just register online and you can pick out the quantities of each kit that you want. I will say there's probably 100 left. It's
Okay.
picking up all the time. So we will probably fill that out. So you'll want to make sure that you get that reservation in. So you
Hmm.
just pick which kits that you want, and like I said, our volunteers will have your name on a bag, and so you just drive up and they'll hand you your kit.
That's awesome. I love that. So just another question for you. So like you talked about 2019, you had some awesome authors, present. And so I know you guys are doing virtual with some great authors. Who are some authors that people can sign up to talk with or see during the Des Moines Book Festival?
Yeah, this weekend is Chuck Klosterman. He's written a lot of different books. He's originally from the Midwest. He's more of a nonfiction pop culture author. He's very funny. He's presenting this Saturday at 3. The next week is Laura Prescott. She wrote The Secrets We Kept, which was a huge New York Times bestseller
Yeah.
a couple of years ago. It's like a CIA Cold War era book, and it flips between life in Russia and life in the United States. And then our last week is Taylor Jenkins Reid. She wrote two of my favorite books, Daisy Jones and the Six and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. So I know my book club has read both of those and just
Yeah.
loved them. And she has a nice following. She has a new book coming out in the summer. So we're really excited to have Taylor with us virtually. I know she's got a lot of fans out there. So her stuff is a great read, and they're all a little bit different, and they're all I've read them all and love them all.
And so with those, is it an interactive type thing, or is it the speakers presenting, or can people ask questions, or how does that set up?
It's set up as a webinar, so
Mhm.
they can't see you, but you can submit questions, and then
Mhm.
someone from our festival team will be moderating the chat and serving those questions up in a Q&A section at the end. You can also purchase a VIP pass for those. We have closed Chuck Klosterman's for this week. His VIP experience is closed. But the other two are still open, and with that, you get one of the copy of their newest book, and it has a book plate in it. Which, if you're not familiar, I'll show you some book plates. They're
Yeah.
the author. It's a clear sticker, and the author autographs the
Oh,
sticker,
okay.
and then it gets inserted into the front of the book. So, in a situation like this, it's really the simplest way to get your book autographed. So,
Yeah.
those VIPs get an autographed book with the book plate, some treats, a special bookmark from the festival, and they get to attend a special private Zoom with that author. There'll be no more than 20, 25 people in that. And so you really do get the opportunity to interact with that author in a different way that you would have. And they'll see you, you'll see them. It'll be just
That's
like a
neat.
regular Zoom meeting. So.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's all I had. Do you have anything else you want to add before we sign off about the festival, or anything else that parents or families should expect if they
Yeah.
attend?
Be sure to check out our festival merchandise. We're a free festival. Everything is free. So there's some really great workshops. There's some hands-on ones too that you like embroidery, or we're doing one with Artorium this weekend and another one with Rose Farms where you can pay a fee and then you get this really cool embroidery kit or the flowers. But our festival merchandise is a great way to support free festivals. I always like to share with people when the admission is free, we're always in need of some other support to make that happen. Of course, we are so appreciative of our sponsors that have supported us. But be sure to check those out. We've got some really cute stuff, some love bags and some skyline bags, and kids sizes too. So we have all the shirts available, and then kids get to pick their color. of what kind of they get to pick their design and their color. So it's really fun, interactive, and we hope to be back next year and
Yes.
getting this all together, right?
Yeah, yes, yes. I'm excited. Well, thank you, Colleen. I appreciate you joining me and chatting about the Des Moines Book Festival. If you guys are watching the replay, go ahead and still drop your comments or questions down below. We'll keep an eye on them today and make sure we get them answered. And then I will also drop the link for the Des Moines Book Festival so you guys can take a look at what workshops are coming up and make sure you get registered for those. So happy Thursday. You guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend, everyone. Thanks.